the governor, as always, says the money has not been released. I'm happy with the comment that the president made while he was in Lamu. And he said he has released money to counties, and now it is the business of governors to deliver. I think the biggest elephant in the room, and we have considered, Mr. Speaker, even during Public Accounts Sitting Committee, including CPIC, where my brother, Senator Godfrey Otsosi is the chair, has been delayed cash disbursement by the National Treasury. Mr. Speaker, under Article 219 of the Constitution, it says the county share of revenue raised by the national government shall be transferred to the county without undue delay. Mr. Speaker, this is very important, because if it is not released on time, it will affect the service delivery, Mr. Speaker. For example, Nandi, out of 7.3 billion, 05-294-003, that will be dispersed in the financial year to Nandi County, financial year 2023-2024, Mr. Speaker, I'm happy that my county has received in June 620,949,993. And in this month, Mr. Speaker, my county has received 584,423 and 523 has gone to Nandi County. In total, in 2 tranches, Mr. Speaker, Nandi County has received over 1.2 billion shillings in 2 months, Mr. Speaker. But when you go to ground, they say if you took a ground, it's different, Mr. Speaker. It is raining in Nandi, roads are not passable, there are no drugs, Mr. Speaker. I think we need to be serious and urge county governments, Mr. Speaker, that they need to do their job. This money is not money that belongs to the governor or county government. It belongs to the great people of Kenya and the great people of Nandi, Mr. Speaker. 1.2 billion in 2 months, Mr. Speaker. I think we need to agree as a committee, Mr. Speaker, that as a Senate we must be proactive, Mr. Speaker. When we walk around, Mr. Speaker, most of the time, wananchi ask us, what is Senate doing about plundering of resources? What is Senate doing that money can be used? Mr. Speaker, as a Senate, and I want to urge Senate Finance and Budget Committee to sometimes invoke Article 225, where counties have not used money in a transparent way, Mr. Speaker. I say there, and I don't fear to contradict myself, Mr. Speaker, that EACC is the biggest impediment in the fight against corruption in this country. When these issues are reported, especially pilferages of resources in counties, Mr. Speaker, EACC go and meet governors kwa nyuma ya tent, Mr. Speaker. And that is why, up to now, the fight against corruption in this country, Mr. Speaker, has been a joke, especially in county governments. Mr. Speaker, we have created 47 billionaires and millionaires because they are plundering the resources that is meant for counties, Mr. Speaker. I want to ask point number 2, Mr. Speaker, that the finance and budget, and as where Senator Roba is the chair, should look at a possibility of stopping the money under Article 225 that goes to counties, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, another point that I wanted to make, Mr. Speaker, is on the pending bill. Mr. Speaker, as we talk, why would it be? And counties have procurement plans, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the pending bills that you are talking about are less than 1 million. They are 500,000. They are 2 million, Mr. Speaker. These are poor Kenyans. These are young people. Their LPOs, Mr. Speaker, have been financed by banks through a loan, Mr. Speaker. Can you believe from 2013, Mr. Speaker, there are people in counties that are still being owed, Mr. Speaker, 500,000 up to date, Mr. Speaker. I think I agree that we need to pass the Prompt Payment Bill Act, Mr. Speaker, so that when you supply, there is a timeline of even 3 months for you to be paid, both by national and county governments, Mr. Speaker. Where do we get the pending bills? Mr. Speaker, it is interesting, as a Senate, and we must ask ourselves, we must prick our conscience. When you go to National Treasury, all money has been released to counties. But when you